If you guys like how I do my chart analysis on YouTube and you want to learn how to do it yourself, click the link below to check out the Vee Trades technical analysis course. What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for C Limited with the ticker symbol SE. This was a viewer's request, and thank you for your donation. If you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Also, take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate it very much. This video is for entertainment purposes only, does not constitute any financial advice. I will first go over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So this viewer's question was that if prices were going to rebound into the 130 to 150 range, or is there a higher probability for prices to continue lower in this aggressive downtrend right to the $50 target that I had in mind in my previous video. So in my previous video that I released on C Limited was back here on April 4th, and that was when C Limited was, I think, back above the 110 level or 18 level, and now we're all the way down to the $83 price level. So things have definitely gotten a turn for a worse, and we'll have to wait and see if buyers step in this market or not. As of right now, I don't think we will. I think there's a much higher probability for price to continue lower, trending aggressively, than seeing a large pullback all the way back up to these prior highs, which is right over here. It just does not seem likely. We are at pretty much the all-time low of this downtrend, but we're not really seeing any buying come in. You can see that we had one green candle and numerous red candles right to this level, so not seeing a lot of buying come in at this level, and I doubt it will, just because how bearish this stock is currently. So let's take a look at this daily chart and throw some drawings on here. So let's take a look at the more recent price action. You can see that if I connect the swings for this downtrend, you can see that we're still inside of this yellow channel working lower, and we have not had a breakout side of it, so that shows no signs of weakness for this down move. You can see that all these price bars are pretty much following the same angle down, and that's pretty aggressive because this is about a 55 to 60 degree angle that's been going down. So definitely not a time to pick a bottom in this market. You'll be right maybe 5% of the time picking a bottom, and most of the time you'll be wrong. So it's just always better to infer that we have not bottomed and we're going to continue lower. And it definitely looks like the entire market is going to continue lower, not just this stock. And I'll show you guys the overall pattern. It was this big downtrend right here. We had the downtrend, we had a breakout side of it, and then we had two legs down to a new low, which is what we expect in the market. So that was two legs down. Then we saw the bigger reversal back up. However, we still continue lower, and we're not really seeing any buying come in at this level. So most likely this two legs down is just gonna be one leg down. So if I combine the two legs and I drag it over to where the second leg started from, then the target that I have, and this was also the same target that I had in my last video, is right around that $45 or $50 level. So we'll just call it the $50 level to round it up, and that's my target for C Limited. That's where I think prices are going. I'm not saying that's the bottom, but that's where it looks like prices are going. So nothing has really changed from my last video. Definitely selling has picked up, and I doubt that we're going to see a relief anytime soon, because it definitely looks like the market has more room to drop. It does look like we're inside of this flatter downtrend channel working lower. So if I connect the swings and I do it like this, you can see that we had a nice little yellow channel working lower, and now we're inside this orange flatter channel. So this also does make sense against the price action. So since we just bounced off the top side right here, most likely we're going to the lower side, and I'll show you guys in just a moment once I really erase this arrow. So since we bounced off the top side of the channel, most likely we're going to the lower side, which is the support side, and the support side is right around that $50 target. So we could start seeing a little bit more selling take place right to that $50 target. If we were to pull back, I'm pretty sure that this EMA and resistance side of the channel is going to be acting as resistance. I don't think buyers can push up the market all the way back up to this 130 level. I mean, anything is possible in the market, but it's just unlikely. We have this yellow downtrend channel working lower, and it looks like that we have this orange downtrend channel working lower, and we have a measure move target that's further away than the price action that we're currently trading at. and it doesn't look like there's any prior support at these levels. You can see that it could just be a free fall down. If I scroll to the left of the chart, you can see that really no levels being built. We just went up straight instead of creating support like we did over here. These are support levels. Over here we just had like a nice strong impulse up, but we didn't have any support being built. So if you scroll to the left of the chart, you really don't see any strong support. So there's really not a lot of things that could turn around prices until probably that $50 level. So things are looking bad. I don't expect a bounce from these levels right now. I'm looking for that $50 target. That's just more likely to occur. I'll be extremely surprised if we just rebound all the way up to that 130 level in the market that we're currently inside of. It just does not seem likely, but it is possible. I would say 10% probability, 90% probability we just continue to trend down in this aggressive downturn channel, and maybe we do get a break of it. But even if we do get a break, like I said before, we can hit the EMA and the resistance side of the channel. We can also push down prices. So let's go and wrap this up on the weekly chart. Talk about this more, but I haven't really talked about it before, is that the market isn't random, but the thing that's random is the distribution. For example, you can have a breakout just a little bit and then fail, and then you can have a breakout where we go up a lot more and then we fail, and we can have a breakout that goes really high up. So you can say that the distribution or the expansion of the market could be random, because we don't know how far a breakout can go or if it's gonna fail. Most of the time we just expect it to fail. 9% of the time at least pull back to the prior level, but what's random in the market is basically the like how far it can push out. That's hard to say. So it's easier to predict like the price wants to go to this level, but we just don't know when it's going to go to that level. That's the hard part. Sometimes you can use the angle of the channels and just the angle of the trend to predict the time if the prices continue to trend that way. But again, it's kind of random to predict the distribution or the expansion, how far we're going to lean out on the chart. But let's go and wrap this up on the weekly chart. Again, like I said before, I'm looking for that $50 target. It's right at this previous breakout level, and we're almost there. It just seems it would be surprising if prices just reverse from here and go all the way back up when we're right here at this breakout level, and there's really no support that can turn around prices until this $50 level. So it does look like prices want to stay far away from the EMA for a while, just like we did on the up move. We stayed far away from the EMA for a while. Eventually we did see a bigger pullback to it, so we could start seeing a little bit more harsher selling before seeing a bigger rebound back up. So I'm looking for that $50 level. It would have been better for the bulls if we bounce from this level. Then I could say, hey, we're probably inside of a range, and then we could probably go back up to the 130 level. But since we did not do that, I'm just looking for more selling towards the downside. So if we bounce from this level, we could have gone all the way back up to this prior swing and probably even the EMA. But since we're not really seeing any buying come in, I'm pretty sure they just want to dump the market back down to these lows. So that's everything I have for C Limited. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel, since you might be surprised what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also, share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.